streaming, going live.
Just need to get the repetitions in order.
Yeah, it looks like she is live for you, so I'm going to go out.
Okay.
If you just want to kind of have a conversation with your non-existent audience, so I
Yeah.
can check your audio versus the car.
Yep, sounds good. All right. Going through the NASCAR chicane, out, over through the tri-oval, second gear, third gear, and we brake, second gear, early first gear, tight turn in left, and out, fox turn 1, and brake, first, hard right turn through the International Horseshoe, slow on the gas, and second, early shift at third, coast a little bit, go acceleration, brake second, first, late apex into Geico, it's not Geico, it's the Heartburn turn. How are we looking? Ooh, and a brake. Nice and tight. That's how I like it.
Right, so I actually have to change a setting here. So
Oh,
I am
there you
going to go and fiddle with this, but you can keep driving and doing your thing. You are still live,
Yep.
but audio may
Sounds good.
do some weird stuff on you here in and out.
Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, all I was doing was just going through the motions of my shifting and my turning. Ooh. We're a little loose into the bus stop. We'll have to adjust that in the settings prior to the race, maybe. It's always the bus stop or the that goes, oh God.
All right, I think we've got it sorted out. I'm going to go do another audio check. You're alone.
Okay. Well, someone just missed the NASCAR chicane. That was a little spooky. Almost destroyed me.
P9.
Back into turn 1. P9, a nice 157. Very consistent time. If I can run that through the race, that'll be good. And that's even with a little bit of a fudge through the bus stop. I'll take it. International Horseshoe. Nice and tight. Ooh, a little loose soft, a little too much acceleration. Second. Hello. What's up,
Yo.
Bob?
What's going on? I'm just letting you know audio's good.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm
Utah was
watching
just
it.
checking.
Yeah, I'm watching on the big screen with,
nice.
with Craig.
Ah.
Cool. So you guys are live. Everybody who joins this Discord channel will be part of the broadcast. So just make sure everybody knows that as they're coming in. But other than that, yeah, you're good to go. And I'm actually going to go enjoy watching the beginning of this race after I get myself a beverage from the big TV in the living room.
Just done a 158.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's what Craig and I are doing. I'm not going to stay in Discord or anything. We're just going to watch.
You're just
the
gonna
race on the
watch?
big screen. Yep.
Very nice. It'll be
Who's your
interesting.
spotter?
Crew chief.
Okay,
It should be
gotcha.
fine. I mean, it's a road race. It's not like super speedway where I have to be very active.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of passing in this race either, unless someone makes a mistake.
Yeah, so a lot of experience with. I've done I think 5 of these races so far, and it's very dependent on mistakes or tie. Okay, this guy is being a little weird, but mistakes and basically if someone just goes wide, does this, you know,
Alright.
they have all tires. But it'll be interesting.
All right, cool, man. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, same thing here. Very excited. I may check in here or there, but like I said, I'm gonna go finish eating my dinner, have a beer, and enjoy the show.
All right, have fun.
You have the microphone though, and everybody who's watching will be listening. And right now, I show at least
Thank
3
you.
concurrent viewers.
Oh, nice.
P11.
Word. Later.
Car right,
Yep. Later.
clear right.
Righty. And break. Yeah. Little push through there. Okay. Hopefully the race goes better than 500. I missed a shift. Shift during the race. And hopefully I don't get wrecked out within the first 10 laps. Here it's more dependent on how my tires are. That's for sure. For those of you watching, haven't done the stock cars at Daytona, the sketchiest parts is turn 1 and the bus stop. Mostly turn 1. But the bus stop, you cannot do what I just did. Ah. And try to break your arms. Don't do that. That is, I cannot turn while under braking. So I just got to myself. Let's just type to some people here. See what they know. Practice and try to avoid what I was doing through the bus stop. Try to break those small gremlins. I do push it a little bit harder practice than they do in the race. Also, just because practice I want to see what the limits are when it comes to actual racing. Dial it back just a tinge, just to make sure we're safe. Especially with these cars, with the V2 you can kind of go more hand. Stock car, good luck with that. Any little mistake and you're off. Pop to the wall. Could have probably been a little bit quieter there. There we go. And I forgot. So another unique part of the bus stop with these is you actually brake mid-bus stop. So you have a faster exit. It's a bit odd. You can try to carry through speed, but you will destroy your tires and be a little slower. Turn 3. And it's okay to touch those curbs slightly. You'll just be a little slower off.
P16.
That's a lot of curves. Use the braking to drift it in slightly. I did it again, got in the grass a little. We're safe. Curious to know how if the stream will just naturally carry over when the race starts. That is one thing I do not know what will happen. I'm sure it has that all planned out. And unlike in 24, you do want to take a little bit of that yellow outside curb. more straight line you can be coming out onto the backstretch, the better. This is where you can carry a lot of speed. 3, 2, 1, 2. And to the wall. But yes, definitely after driving this track for hours and hours during the Rolex, I still had to relearn the track once again because of this pain in the butt right here, and the stock car, you take quite a few different lines.
That's a new fastest lap for Hickson, 154.1. B11, good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Okay,
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
and that's where I screwed up again. Okay. Gotta stop braking into turn 1. But we're gonna rejoin just fine. Get all these little remnants out of practice. That's what I tell myself. Go ahead.
On your right.
Go by.
Clear right.
I want to do some follow practice anyways. We got a little loose. I got a little loose. Nice and tight, take the dirt if you can. One unfortunate part is crafting of these kind of spoilers is non-existent. Unfortunately. So you don't get much of a draft just going into the list.
Sector 2
Which
is
is good in terms of
0.6
not having
off the
to
pace.
auto correct yourself. No extra speed gain. Very gingerly out of the
B12.
On your left. Clear
outside.
left.
Nope. The side lane is still the way to go. I need to bring it up earlier. What is this guy? Some guy was going out in the grass. That was very intriguing.
Sector 1 is 2.3 seconds off the pace.
Oh, he's spinning. We'll go wide. Oh, he saved it.
Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, this race is a lot less about you can keep your car stable inside it too. This race is a lot less about riding fast and more about paying attention to your surroundings. There's a lot of people who make mistakes. It'll be interesting. See how we can do.
pace.
Trying to carry too much speed. Turn one.
All right, John, I am back.
Welcome back.
How did the warm-up go?
I've had a little bit of misses here and there, but it's mostly just forgetting I cannot brake clear turning. These cars hate that.
Yeah,
So far, so
absolutely.
good.
Well, that's good. So it looks like your session here is coming to a close in about 3 minutes.
Okay, perfect. Enough for another lap or two.
Sector 1 is 1.9 seconds off the pace.
Tried to break my wrists through the bus stop a little earlier, but you know that's just trying to save these things.
Oh yeah, well, and NASCAR is going to add that second sleeping policeman there, which will make it
God,
extra
that'll
interesting.
be fun.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good
Well,
one.
I've been trying to be very conservative through the bus stop. As long as you just avoid too much of the yellow, you don't hit any grass, because these things, unlike in real NASCAR, a little dirt upsets these cars greatly.
Well, I mean, we did see that in the race that we had recently
yeah.
at Daytona, where they actually, hence the reason that we're getting the second sleeping policeman is because of the amount of dirt that they were dragging up and causing all sorts of trouble. They weren't necessarily wrecking, but definitely lots of traction loss, and which was creating that kind of accordion effect coming out of there, which is expensive.
It can be very expensive. Yep. I will say, after all the practice, the NASCAR chicane is now my best corner on the course, I guess you could say.
Well, it's good. There's not that many to choose
Car
from.
leaving the pit lane.
Unfortunately.
Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace.
Car left. Clear left.
Yeah, turn one is still a pain in the butt, but that's just turn one here, especially with these.
After driving these today for the extremely brief stint that I did to just get a feeling of what you'd be going through tonight, I came to the conclusion that this is one of the most ridiculous car track combinations that's ever existed.
Well, I'm curious how this is on the Roval, the Charlotte Roval.
Well, that'll be coming up later in the NIS season, right?
Yes, I'm curious on how that'll be, because add some incline to this.
Sector 1 is 1.8
And that just
off the
sounds
pace.
like a disaster.
Brandon was saying today that the season is 34 races long, right?
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. The NIS will cover the entire season. And it'll be interesting. Some of the tracks, like Bristol Dirt.
Yeah,
These things on dirt
very
will
much
be interesting.
looking forward to the carnage that's going to result in putting
Road
amateur
America
drivers.
is scheduled this year, so
That's a really really fast track
Sector 2 is
to
1.1 seconds off
have
the
to
pace.
deal with these cars on.
it's a fast track, and there's a lot less space, and you know, I'm pretty sure, I forget the name of it, but that left-hander after that, the left-hander going uphill. I don't know how much these cars will like that. I just got your session is about to begin.
Excellent. We should follow
What is-
along with you because I am as your spotter at the moment, but I'm here just in case it doesn't.
Just in case, I was actually curious, and I was mentioning, I was like, I don't know how that actually works.
Yeah, if you come in and you're coming in as the crew spotter, it should trigger to just take us along, but the good news is we do get the race button, and if we don't get taken along, like we didn't actually get taken along this time, but we did get our own race button that will follow you directly in now. So we are loading.
Okay.
All right, so you got a few minutes to talk to the general audience here. Anything you want to say to your droves of adoring fans?
My wrists are ready to hopefully not be broken, but I'm excited to do this again. We'll see how it goes.
Excellent. I'm looking forward to it.
I just opened the stream to people just wrecking on the delay. Oh my. Oh, that was the old stream.
What's that?
Oh, I just opened up Brandon's replay.
Ah, excellent.
And I just see a bunch of people wrecking, and I'm like, oh goodness gracious.
Yeah, hopefully that's not what you're going to deal with tonight.
I hope not. So we are loading up.
Yeah, same thing here. Large room like this, going to take a little bit. We're about 65% in ourselves.
Yeah, we're actually a little bit ahead of me by 58.
Closer to the server.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe, I don't know. Probably
I don't know actually know where the server is.
I think the
so.
U.S. ones typically are out of Boston, so we're probably
Okay.
relatively equidistant, just different sides of the triangle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. While we're loading up, we get to take some scenic shots around Daytona, the world's center of racing. While we wait for John and the crew to show up and unload the car this weekend.
Where we have pretty much spent an entire month of racing.
Yeah, both in the virtual world and in the real world. I actually was just talking to the guys earlier that I haven't yet purchased them, but I've been offered another set of tickets to go to the race this weekend as well. I just don't know that I should be spending nearly every weekend for a month at Daytona Speedway and then living in the virtual Daytona track for nearly a month as well. The world outside is beginning to melt into a combination of infield braking zones and high-speed banking.
We'll scratch the wall while we exit the pits.
Yeah, it's nice.
Gray look.
It's nice of you to give a little bit of a chip to the new paint job there. The charity paint job getting some extra use.
As some of my friends like to say, the lean, mean memeing machine.
Excellent. Well, I've
like
actually
it. All right,
there we go.
Yeah,
I'm going to let you go and do your
exit.
thing.
Okay, Greg,
all right.
we've got
Sounds
2
good.
laps
We
to
don't
a
take
decent
that.
time.
Good luck and enjoy the race.
Yeah.
We don't take that kind of talk out here, by the way.
What talk?
If you get tickets to go to Daytona, you go.
Oh. Ah.
Sorry.
Or Bob will go in your place.
Chime in with that. Yeah,
Well,
I had to chime in with that. I'm leaving again.
So you're
reason,
welcome to come say that.
So to be honest with you, the reason that I may not go with those is because I also got the opportunity to buy tickets to Sebring, and I don't know how many weeks in a row I can constantly go. Yeah, exactly. So I may be trading a NASCAR weekend for another weekend at a grand of all of the endurance races. So we'll see.
I'd take Sebring over anything else.
Yeah, especially
really cool.
since we just went to the Rolex and I've seen the
Track
Daytona
temperature's
500
decreasing.
before. So.
It's now 77.
But anyways, good luck, John. We're gonna go watch from the spectators room.
Have fun with that. Yep, thank you. We're just on our nice little outlap here, saving as much tires as possible, going as slow as possible. We will speed it up here shortly. Well, I can't fix your bubblegum problem, I'll say that, but I hope to do the first one. Sorry, hope that there's only indefinites. We will do the first one. Nice and slow through the bus stop. Getting off track somehow? Okay, I guess I clipped it just too much. It's okay. Got too greedy with it on the outlap. Alright, coming into the final chicane. It is time to party. Wide through the international horseshoe. Ooh, someone just put a flyer. 153, that's quite the run there.
P3.
I say that, and I do 154.3, and then I go a little wide in turn 1. Curious on how many of those people are running with quali setups, because I am running with my race setup. Just a personal preference when I'm doing road courses. We'll slow through the bus stop. That's fine. That first lap should be good for second row.
The guy ahead's last lap time is a
Yeah, second lap is
154.5.
156. That's still pretty
P4,
decent.
you've just done a 156.6.
Oh, meander around now. Half throttle to pit lane. Should have enough time to practice a quick pit entry. Very unique compared to the other ways we run this course, because you come right out of the NASCAR chicane and right into the pits. I do wish someone would bump me down to P5, because starting on the outside of this course is a bit rough. Let's just put it that way. Turn 1 has a much bigger impact than the International Horseshoe does on your placement when the line sorts itself out. But if someone hits you, at least you're not going to the wall, you're going to the grass. So it's got its positives and its negatives. Ah, wow. 2 people. Dang, third row.
That's the end of the session.
Didn't even get a
6th place.
chance. Well, we'll take P6. Good start for 35 laps around this course. Alrighty, we'll just double check some settings. Good, we're good. Alright, let's rock and roll. It is race time. Ah, we get to start behind the Mamba Mobile. All right. And unlike the Rolex 24, it is tires every stop. And there will only be one, probably. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Fun question is, who will be danger Porsche of our session? That's what I always like to say whenever I come to Daytona. Who's gonna be that wild card? Will it be the Mamba Mobile? Who knows?
P6. The air temp is 65 Fahrenheit.
Oh wow, track temp is 76, so we ended up getting the lower track temp. I do like that. It does reduce tire wear, makes it a
Follow
little more
car number
grippy.
4.
It'll of course increase over the course of the race, probably into the mid 80s. That's how it's been doing, but we shall see. Okay.
Catch up to car number 4.
Interesting choice of skipping. And it sounds like someone's already wrecking in the back. We got some Italian going on in the background. Interesting to see where the leader goes. Will he go right after the pace car goes in, or will he go after that? Because if he goes right when the pace car goes in, that means spread out start, which I like better.
Okay, Greg, get ready.
No, he's bunching us up.
Floor it.
Not
Green,
quite.
green, green. 2 litres left.
Right side. Hold your line. Clear right.
Someone's in a hurry. Use your tires. Ah, the classic iRacing race chat. It wouldn't be a NASCAR race without it. You're wondering why I'm not being as fast on the gas as the others. I'm saving my tires. Be better in the long run.
Come on, keep digging. E7. front is Clark.
We'll likely try to leapfrog some people in the pits and do a classic undercut. That's over a dozen laps away. Someone got loose at the bus stop.
On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
Well done, Greg. Nice move, mate.
I almost lost it out, but going into NASCAR
The
chicane.
leader has just done a 154.4. B6.
Tires a little warm doing that maneuver through the NASCAR bus stop, or NASCAR chicane, so cool those tires off a little bit. Oh, someone's off. As I said pre-race, pass off one another's mistakes.
The gap to Clark behind is now 0.8.
Now we got a little bit of catching up to do here.
The leader has just done a 154.0. P5. That lap was a 155.3. That's your best lap in the session.
Gosh, going through the first turn, one hand on the wheel and one hand occasionally on the shifter. Ooh, scary sometimes. Well, it sounds like the back of this lobby is a bit rough, but the front of this lobby is nice and competitive. Little slide. Yes, we are up to P5 and climb. Close to the bus stop. Tires are still a little too warm for a little slide re-entry.
Left
Alright,
side.
dude.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Still there. Clear left.
7 was one. Ah, for the good old 2-stopper versus 1-stopper. Gotcha. We're pretty good about saving tires, so we'll aim for the 1-stopper, but if tires get a little toasty.
On your left.
Okay, okay.
Hold your line.
Want the bottom.
Hold your line. Clear left.
All right, Greg, you're reeling Clark in the gap. Shite, stay close. You might get him back.
Slap 5, pushing the yard.
On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
I'll let him
Clear
have
right.
it, because I do not want to try to pass King. Unlike the B2s where the King can be a passing zone, these cars are a lot more shady. You can do it, but I would not do it unless you're maybe 7K rating and pro, which I am nowhere near. Stop is not Mr. Race's advice. Part of it is his tires are a little bit worn, and another is he just not got a full handle there.
Gap to Clark ahead is now 0.9.
Top 8 have kind of broken away from the field, it looks like. His 9th place is about 10 seconds
Gap
behind
behind is
himself.
now decreased to 0.9.
Yep, there he goes. Grass. He was able to save it. Ooh! Guy behind me just bended into the wall. He did what I did in P2. Give him a salute. I know the feeling. toast. It's just unfortunately a hard track to pass on. So the place he makes his mistake is the bus stop. Saves it quite well. I'm starting to lose tires myself.
The gap to Clark ahead is now 0.9.
He is drifting it through the bus stop. Holy moly.
That was a 157.0. Sectors 1 and 3 are 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.2 off the pace.
A little wide. We're pushing a little bit. That's a bit due to the tires. We're tight through the international horseshoe, unfortunately. But pretty good everywhere else, so perfectly fine with leaving the setup the way it is. No track bar adjustments. Oh, okay. Woo! We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Got a little too close to him. Lost some air off the nose. Alright. Regroup. We gave the wall a little
The gap in
love
front is
tap.
increasing. It's now 7.8. Kosher is closing you down. The gap has come down to 2.9.
We only lost one spot, so could be worse. But we did lose about 10 seconds. Nothing that cannot be regained. Tires are still overheated.
Hey, John, this is just Greg checking in.
Yes.
Just saying things
Seventh
look like they're
position.
going good. Good
They
recovery.
had a little spin through the... Yeah, a little spin coming out. A little wide. Our tires are gone.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're
And-
anticipating the first stop coming here soon, right?
Not quite. It's only lap 10, unfortunately. We're talking
Okay.
lap 18, unless we do two-stopper. But I think with the way it's going, I want a two-stop race. I've been off thrice now.
Right side. Clear right.
You are clear to re-enter. Car right.
Car right. Clear right.
Yeah, I just need to breathe a little bit, regroup.
Yep, reset.
Tires are nice and toasty.
Yeah, add a little to your braking nose here coming into each of the next several
Yeah.
corners. That way we can cool off that surface rubber.
Yeah, you betcha. Yeah, another thing I noticed is this is a pretty high I-rating lobby for my I-rating too. So,
Good. You're doing really good. Even with the situation here,
Good.
like, everything looks all right. It's a long race still.
yeah, we're only P11, and they're pretty racy, so I like that. We'll just regroup and reset.
we can get a nice early break entry into this bus stop. By the time we come out of the bus stop and breaking into turn 1, that surface rubber on those tires should be cooled back down, and we should be good to go back.
I hope so. And the bus stop is a nice and slow corner.
Yeah, biggest danger in the bus stop is the grass, and now the newly added curves. All right, we just want to check in, let you know that everything looks good. You're doing a great job, and
all right, sounds good.
All right, Greg. The next car is James.
So we got a little bit of ground to make up because of my few errors, but it's nothing that can't be overcome.
P11. Come on, we should be doing better than this.
Ooh, 16 is nice and loose.
The driver in front of us is Jones. The gap behind is now 1.4.
Right side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Get a little bit of the draft. It's almost non-existent. Someone is spinning on the exit of the bus stop, so we need to be mindful of that. 29 got a little loose.
Hold your line. Clear left.
We're good. A little drift to the bus stop. And we're through.
Fucking awesome move, mate.
Side to side to side,
Don't let this guy
passing through the
distract
bus
you.
stop. So it seems like I still have a little bit more tires than other people around me.
Hit all your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. P10.
Even with my pickups. I get it, you don't like to be next to a car bumper. We got a little loose coming off the turn, a little loss of air. Pushing, and then I brake and it just loosens up. A lot of sharks behind me, I see. Try to give it too much gas, come back on the track. Whew. Ooh, lock up. I should have just went through the bus stop, but we saved it. Unfortunately, we're in a spot where
Just increasing. It's now about
Right,
2.3 seconds.
but need to focus on not locking up. Man, I was making places up.
P15. He's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up. Stay smooth.
Please don't try it. Please don't try it.
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. On your left. Clear left.
I don't like you. Oh my god.
Clear right.
That's why I don't like you. Don't focus on it. He can be aggressive. I should have let him by and turn international horseshoe. That's a 6X. Got to focus, focus, focus.
Clark is leading the race.
No lead change for the race. But there's no one behind me, so I can be a little bit more lenient with the braking now. I need to extend at this point. I need to try to make it
this car.
halfway
The gap is 3.8.
and stop as quickly as possible. Oh god. And wait for people to do that. And not do that myself. Car's fine. Because if I can pit a lap before everybody in front of me, but make it a one-stopper, because that's what everybody's aiming for, then I can pass everybody. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere.
Bordeaux is now leading. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Isn't that the guy that I had to play accident avoidance on earlier? I cannot emphasize enough. This is whew, hard.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 1.3 seconds. Okay, Greg, don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. 14th. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Ooh. Very
Car right.
tight.
Hold your line. Clear right.
International horseshoe. I almost can't drive the international horseshoe with the current setup. Oh god. What are you doing, dude?
Clark is now in the lead. Yellow flag, caution.
And he's binned it.
On your right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right. Right
Yo,
side.
dude, okay.
Clear right. Right side.
I'm just gonna abort that.
Clear right. Clear left.
22
Clear
is
all round.
the danger
Slow down to give
Porsche.
back
Like,
the time
holy
gained.
crap. It is way too early in the race to be doing stuff like that.
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left.
Gordon is now leading. Well done, Greg. Great move. Keep it up.
If you're wondering what I'm struggling with now coming out of the International Horseshoe, we're wheel hop. Or more like wheel slipping. We're on ice skate at this point, but ideally we make it to lap 20 and then pit before others do. That would get us about 5 laps to the good. Lap 19 would get us 3 laps, so we're getting close. And there's no full course cautions, no overtime to worry about. Not this week.
The gap in front is now 1.0 seconds. Yellow flag.
Need to catch up to 8th and 9th.
10th position. Sector 1 is 1.2 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 time is good.
I can't tell if that's people going off or pitting for gas. Or both. Oh, and he lost it. Out of my way, Danger Porsche, or Danger Camaro. I don't like you.
Clark is now in the lead.
We're gonna make a bit of what I'm gonna call a risky move, but looks like it'll work fine, so we're gonna do it. What is that, you ask? Well, this guy's holding us up.
The pit lane speed limit is 88
You're boxing us
kilometers
lap.
per hour. We don't have the data. "300 feet. 100 feet.
All right, we're gonna get some tires. Looks like some people came in at the same time as us. 13-second stop. Great job, ZFG pit crew.
There's a car behind. Take care, rejoin him.
Alright. What is the saying? Cold tires are cold. We take it a little easy and then we turn it up. Do a little undercut. What did I say? Cold tires are cold.
Alright, Greg, the next car is Project.
Especially when the track is only in the 70s instead of the 90s.
On your right.
Ah, DeVoe.
Hold your line. Clear
I like
right.
it. I like the positivity.
Hey,
Halfway
John.
to complete, my friends. What's up?
I just wanted to check in and say everything looks like you're going great. Really enjoyed the battle you had there with Danger Force, but we think it was a really
Oh
good
my
decision
God.
to roll through the undercut and get away from 2-2.
Gordo is leading the race.
Yeah, and it looks like I came in a lap before the leader, so we're good. Hopefully my commentary has been decent. I haven't done much solo commentary.
I wouldn't
in
worry about your
iRacing,
commentary. It's doing just fine.
Brilliant.
What we're liking
Nice
is
one.
the driving. Anybody who's watching this
All right,
stream most
fantastic.
likely appreciates that. You just keep doing what you do. Occasionally we'll drop in and say hi, but for now, keep
Sounds good.
keeping the wheels on this.
Sounds good. Thank you. Will do.
P13. McCoy is leading the race. The track temperature is decreasing. It's now 72.
Right side. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
About to say I passed through the bus stop. Ooh. Maybe last lap.
You're reeling Diaz in. The gap is now 0.3.
Left side. Still there. Clear left.
I don't know where he went. Bit of an aggressive move on my part.
P10. Gordo is now leading. The car in front of us is now Clark.
Oh. That's not nice. Ah. Incident in the bus stop. Which I'm trying to avoid doing, and we did. We'll drift through the bus stop instead. Gotta not jinx myself.
The gap to Jones behind is now 0.5. Clark is now in the lead.
We are pushing a little bit.
P9.
Lap car, come
Car
on.
left. Hold your line. Clear left.
I don't want to try to go to the outside of you in the International Horseshoe. That's just asking to lose a spot. We got rush hour in front of us. Hell, bit of an itchy foot there. Please don't come on track, please don't come on track, please don't come on track. Whew. Lab cars are being very forgiving, I do like that.
The gap ahead is now 1.7.
At least to me, I like it when they hold up these guys a little bit, of course.
The gap to Jones behind is now 2.4 seconds.
Just doing a little tire saving back here. Someone's off.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Woo! Oh. That's a tap. Well, shoot. Oh, and we got damage. Oh boy. She's gonna be a tough rodeo to handle now. That was unfortunate. I had not hit the brake again in time. See how it feels. Not too bad. You can't see it, but my wheel is a little bit torqued to the right now.
10th position. Okay, Greg, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits.
Okay. Cool.
Bad luck, mate.
Cool. Yeah, that fixed a bit of the issues in the steering system. Positive note, but I actually braked at the right time at that corner, and he just plowed right on into me. Not appreciative, but oh well.
It's all right, John. We knew that this was going to be a little bit of a wrecking ball contest going in. We talked about that in the pre-brief.
Oh,
you know?
for sure.
So
It's just unfortunate.
You're doing good. How does the car feel?
Yellow flag.
Minus actually that little bump from behind and into the wall fixed a little bit of the slight inclination problem I had with the steering wheel. So we're
So let's feel.
Much-
Let's extend our
much
braking
better.
zone here into the bus stop and see how it feels.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean braking's fine. It's not actually affecting braking or accelerating. It's just
All right.
have
now
to hold the wheel at slight torque.
Yeah, let's see that. Let's check top speed. It looks like what you're having is a little bit of a rear end wobble coming out when you're under acceleration too. So I'm not sure if that's
Yeah.
an issue with maybe your tracking.
The gap behind is
That's
now
a bit
4.2
more with
seconds.
the. It's harder to save and it's harder to control, but that's just how these tires work in this track. You get a little bit of that rear end wobble.
The car in front
It's
is
actually
pitting.
easier to take any help. The car in front is pitting, but it's a bit to save the. I guess what is it? The left hand. The right-handers are easier to take than the left-handers at the moment. So turn one, it's a bit trickier, and I just have to turn the wheel a little bit farther. But we're good.
Excellent. Well, that's good to hear. Well, I was checking in to see if we needed to get the ZFG crew up and ready for another Rich Energy
No.
Fuel pit stop.
They did great. 13-second pit stop was fantastic earlier. Unfortunately, I kind of got a little bit loose, so
Hey,
not
we
giving them
got
the
a
best.
third of the race left here, and you're sitting in P12. I like the way things are looking. Actually, it might be P11. It looks like. So get
Yeah,
at it.
someone just
We'll,
pitted.
We'll enjoy.
Thank you. I will try my best to. All right. Oh man. Makes that turn hard. Ooh. We're actually pulling away from P13, or P11 at this point, or 12, sorry.
The gap in front is now 6.7 seconds.
I'm exploring unknown regions of how far the steering wheel can turn when I go right.
The guy behind's catching. The gap's now 4.9.
On your left. Clear left.
Missed a shift. Ooh, that was a little scary. Shifted a little too early to first.
P11.
Left side. Clear left.
Thank God tires fall off pretty hard because I have to drive slower anyways. Everybody else just has to drive slower with me.
Car right. Clear right.
The gap behind's increased to 2.2 seconds.
Come on, Nessie. Let's go. A lot of smoke in front of me. Oh boy. Lap traffic. Don't you love to see it? I'm trying to run down the guy in front of me and not let the guy in front of me. Oh, now he
Right
lets me
side.
pass.
Clear right.
Damage is already done, dude. I'll let you let him by in the International Horseshoe. Okay, so you.
Okay, Greg, the next car is Jones.
Y'all like teammates or something? Because suspect. All right, we are in uncharted territory. Once we cross the start-finish line, the open races are 30 laps.
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 0.3.
Got a little bit of wheel spin coming out of the
10th position.
NASCAR.
Left side. Clear left.
Bus. NASCAR chicane. Oh God, it's
Okay,
him.
Greg, push now. We can catch up here.
You go wreck him. You go wreck him. Go get him, my guy. I'm joking. I don't want him to actually wreck him, but it sure feels like he would if it came down to the position. Perfectly fine also riding behind you until you make a mistake.
Well, unbeknownst to John here, I've cut him off for a little bit because I wanted to say thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching another ZFG racing race here. Fake race car, driver stuff. I just wanted to point out again, though, in what's been a fun race to watch here, that we once again have arisen with what appears to be a very consistent danger Porsche. Number 22, Carlos Camargo. I'm not saying that you're necessarily a bad driver,
1.2
but
seconds.
something about the gravity between John Downey and Carlos
P11.
is just dangerous. I think that's the definition of a danger Porsche, is that one car on the track that, regardless of the talent of the driver in it, just seems to always cause you very specific trouble. Now, sometimes that same car causes everyone very specific trouble, but in this case, it looks a little bit more like it's just kind of the gravity between the two of us doesn't work out so well. So at this point, I'm going to go back and we're going to touch back in with John and see how he's doing for the last 3 laps.
Ooh, baby. It's gonna be tight on fuel.
Well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Where I come from, tight on fuel means light, right? So we should be relatively light, helping to deal with the damage a little bit.
Oh yes, that helps, but they said 3 laps of fuel remaining. How many laps do we got left? 3 laps remaining.
So I would love to help you. Do you want me to dig in and see? Let's see what we can see in the iRacing spotters tools as far as your black box.
Feel free. I am trying to stay as far away from the danger Camaro. I've deemed him instead.
Yep,
and,
actually, I just
save
went
some
off.
gas.
I just went off piste here. Took the show over for a few minutes before you, just before I came to the know, where I explained to the audience that it's pretty amazing how there always seems to be one car that's just gravitationally attracted to you in a race like this. But let me get to the most important point. So when we get to the stripe here, I'm going to give you your fuel count number, all right?
All right.
2.5 at the stripe.
Laps?
Yes. Gallons, 2.7 laps.
All right. Well, we're going to be strategic with this. Come here, Lee.
You're going to need to do a little lift and coast here because you need to gain about 0.3 laps between here and the end if
Well,
you want to make it.
I can gain a free lap. I'm fine. I have 7 seconds between the leader and 12th place, so that's an off track. But
So what you're hoping
let the
for
leader
is
by.
get lapped.
Yes. It's not what I'd like to do. I'd like to be racing for it, but
So in that scenario, what you need to do is let the leader by very cleanly, so that you can then hope that you can chase the leader to the next guy up from you, and when he goes around for the lap traffic, you go around.
well,
Carlos is only
Maybe.
4 seconds up the road, so I think what your strategy here is push pressure to get as close to Carlos as you can. You still got 2.6 laps of fuel showing, so you did good through that part of the infield there, not getting too much fuel up.
this is where you use the most fuel.
Yep, you're gonna need to kind of do a little lift and coast here if you can.
The gap
That's
in
gonna be the
front
most
has
efficient fuel
increased to
save. Because
4.5
throttle position
seconds.
is what iRacing use
Yeah.
to measure fuel. Leader is 4.7 back of you.
Why is it always when I come to the Daytona road course? Look at Carlos go. It's always a fuel save thing.
Because that is how races like this are decided. So 2.2 laps remaining. Let's do everything we can. We only got 2 laps to save. 2 laps shown on the card, so you're a little short at this point.
Doing my best to save as much as I can, so I don't have to be lapped. But
Leader's 2.6 back. P11 is pretty solid. What we want to make sure that you do is you don't.
right now.
Yeah, 10 right now, exactly. Top 10 with the car behind. We want to make sure that you don't get stuck in that
P10.
situation
White
where you
flag,
have to let
last
10
lap.
by. All right, I just got a white flag audio call. Do you have a white flag on your screen?
I do not have a white flag audio call, so
Alright,
and I have a feel for just this lap. I
am showing
Gap
1.8
behind is
laps
now
on the board.
4.0.
You are the last car in front of the leader, so you are good on fuel. Because no matter what, he's going to finish, and that's going to end the race. And the guy behind him is not going to get another lap.
Okay.
So you run. You do your thing, man.
Unless he gets by the leader.
Blue flag.
If he gets by the leader, we'll talk, but I don't see that guy going by the leader. He's 3 seconds back. The easy answer is going to be, you only got about 1.6 right here between you and the leader. If we get to the point where it's close, you just lift and let him by. You just got to make sure Danger Camaro doesn't get you.
Yeah, if
We
I'm
got a
gonna
blue
let
flag.
by the leader.
We got a moral victory chase here against Danger Camaro. So you do your thing. Just run your race right now. I'm watching. I got
That's
the
what I'm
wide
trying to
angle
do
view
here.
on. We're watching where these two guys go.
Fantastic.
Blue flag.
So what we very well may be doing when we get close to the tri-oval is you may be lifting to let the leader by, but not 22, okay?
That's the play.
We're going to do a little game here. So you need to let that guy right there in the Haas livery go.
Well,
You need to go up the track and let him go. You do not have enough fuel to make it around. He must pass you or you will not finish the lap. So after the bus stop, you just let him roll. Go offline, stay low. Let him go. He's going low.
Car
Stay
left.
high, stay high. Let it go, full
Clear
throttle.
Ooh, a little gamesmanship at the end.
Nice job, buddy. That's a good way to seal P10.
That's the
Yeah,
end
we
of the
would not have had
race.
enough fuel.
Keep
You have 0.9 laps on the meter right now, which I
I'm
think would have been,
curious
you'd
if
have been
I-
dead. You gonna try to run it to
If
for a
I-
full power lap and see?
Just see.
Let's see what happens.
Remember, we did this in the 24. Why not?
You gotta run it till you finish the fuel. We only made it to the cones in NASCAR 1 before, so let's see if you can exceed the current post checkered flag ZFG fuel lap at Daytona. I
Well,
think
hey,
it's
P10.
I think actually the game
game.
though needs to be
Yeah.
who can get closer to the start finish line. But it'll be curious to see where you end up. I think you're gonna far past where we made it to with the LMP2.
Oh, for sure. Because it was sputtering. It actually was sputtering at the line. I had enough. It's like it turned on the reserve tank going into turn 1. And right about here was where I lost gas. Right at those cones. And
Which
I
is
coasted the
An
rest of the way.
incredible job of fuel saving for you over the last 2 stints, and what a great way to end a 24-hour race. But let's talk about what you did here tonight,
Anyways.
John. NIS round 2, Daytona 500 in the books. Now we're looking at a run at Daytona Road Course. This is a pretty successful evening. A P6 qualifying and a P10 finish, I know, is probably feeling like a little bit of a letdown, but this is a really dangerous race to get through. And honestly, to show the front of your car really exhibits the sort of damage that we're talking about. And I can't wait till you can get out of the car and take a look at it yourself. You don't have a front of your car right now, and yet you still managed to come home with a top 10.
P10.
So great job, ZFG Racing. Extremely proud tonight of the work that you put in. A number of on-track passes made this an exciting race to watch, and honestly, I think the charity sponsors got their money's worth.
It was sputtering, and I would probably have just went through because by the time I went,
let's see. Are you done? Are we out of fuel?
We're out of fuel.
Let's see. Does it roll? Oh, let's please. Does it make it across the finish line? It would have been. You would have literally finished the lap.
The slowdown gone.
Yeah.
Though I did hit someone coming out of the NASCAR chicane. I feel a bit bad about that, but
yeah, that won't matter. I think everybody was past the flag at that point, so you should be okay. John, that was a great job. We appreciate it. Do you have anything you want to say to the crew before I drop the stream?
Very nice front end there. Once again, not the most ideal, but hey. We'll take those. I don't even know where we go next week, but it'll be back to ovals. I think it's actually is it? Do we stay on the East Coast?
I have no idea.
Remember.
This is not my world. I'm excited to watch you guys go through a 34-week NASCAR season, but I have no idea where it goes. Oh my
gosh. I'm curious. I'm actually curious now, but not exactly what we wanted to do today. We were doing pretty good. There's a guy backing up on pit road, but not exactly how we wanted to finish the day today. We were doing pretty good, but maybe a potential top 5. But hey, P10 will take it with how the day went. A decent recovery drive. Looking forward, next we go all the way to Homestead, Miami, just a couple hours away. That will be a fun, exciting race.
Any last words to the sponsors themselves? We got a charity drive coming up. They're getting their money's worth. Talking about maybe, hey, this is going to be the next big time to renew. We'll be at the next big race in about a month. So hey, remember that's when we go asking for ZFG donation funds.
Yeah, next big race is actually going to be. I'm just looking through the schedule here. To give an idea, it's going to be Memorial Weekend. It's going to be the Coke 600 miles, 400 laps. At Charlotte, going to be a great time. I once again thank all the sponsors, Money in Phoenix, Keo, 8 Ball, Rose, all you guys. Thanks for sponsoring. Come watch us on Sunday. We're going to be doing our iRock charity event, our first one. Are you excited? I know I'm excited.
Extremely excited to have a whole bunch of
GT3s on the Daytona Oval.
Extremely expensive high-end supercars racing in a various single class of various make events. Going to be awesome, especially for the fact that the inconveniences are going to be the best part of that. For those of you who don't know what that is, real quick, you spend money, we have inconveniences while we drive. We lose gears, we start in bad positions. Maybe we have to do a lap backwards. Who knows, depending on how much you donate. Otherwise, John, great job. We're going to cut the stream here, okay?
Yep. Sounds good.
Everybody,
all right, thanks.
Have a great evening.
Whew. We gained iRating off of that. Lost about